Hey, y'all. Hey.
Hey, friends. Welcome to another episode of The Eventful Life. Thank you so much for joining us again. I hope you've been enjoying the TV series. I have had so many wonderful conversations with several mompreneurs and continuing to have great conversations just like the one we're about to have today. So I'm glad you tuned in. So today I'm talking with Toya T, who is radio broadcaster here in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Y'all, she is bomb, okay? I've listened to her in the morning, and she just is full of energy, so vivacious. She's also, a mommy, and I'm just excited to be here with her, and also for you guys to meet her, too. So, hey, Toya.
Hey, girl, hey. I'm happy to be here.
Yes, thank you for joining me.
Sure, girl.
So listen, tell everybody, I'm just ready to dive right in because obviously we've had a chance to chat. I couldn't come and us not chat, right? So we've had a chance to chat, and I'm really excited for you guys to hear a little bit about her story and how she's kind of gotten to the place where she is now. It's actually really incredible.
Well, thank you. Yes. I'm so happy to be here. Shout out to you all for watching. Really appreciate it. Women empowerment, girl power, all of that. My story is pretty broad, but we're going to try to condense it because Wi-Fi, bandwidth, all of that good stuff, and your time. But how I got started in radio actually started prior to radio. It was with the Hype magazine. Shout out. What's up, Jamila? They are located in Atlanta, Georgia. Nice. And it's music, entertainment, it's all of that good stuff. So I was able to be creative and write. That's one of my passions. Awesome. And talk. I like to talk. Yes. So clearly, doing those interviews, just a little bit, helped me segue into where I am now. Just the comfort of it. Again, having a voice is important, and I don't take that lightly. Yes. So that for me is also a driving factor. So any of the lessons that I am learning and have learned, I can put it into, a conversation. Right. And from there, life is doing what it does.
Yes. So let's talk about just kind of how you got to this place. So before you were working a job, you were working your job at that time, and then you were coming here to do like a segment.
I was doing a segment every Wednesday for a couple of hours with Big Keys. Shout out. That is my homie. But he, at the time he had a show here. I would come on Wednesdays and we'd do the Hype Talk with Toya T. So tied in the magazine with entertainment, just like a whole gossip segment. I could get the tea, right? So
and we like the tea.
Yeah, we love the tea. Everybody loves the tea. So that's how it started, and it was just, again, a very natural transition, and the feedback was really great, and I did that for a couple of years. Again, working another job, I would come in here, get that done, and the opportunity came up for my own show. So Monday through Friday, 10 to 3, right after Steve Harvey. Yeah, B96.9. Your girl Toya T's on there.
Yeah. So I want to talk a little. I want to kind of dissect what you just said because there was a couple of things that she said that I thought was really important about how she kind of entered into this opportunity where she ended up getting your own, radio segment. Sure. And so the first thing I heard you say was relationships, how important it sounds like relationships have really played an important part in helping you to move through some of these
Absolutely. If not for the relationships, and it is so important. I was actually having a conversation with some of my coworkers, and we talked about the importance of relationships and how even in right now, if you are looking for employment, if you don't know somebody at that place, you're just a sheet of paper. And being able to connect with people and have those relationships, it's not one-sided, right? Because you're also going to be giving of you. So I know a lot of people get caught up I could do it by myself. I don't need anybody. Social media will have you all the way twisted. Yes. Please understand, you need people. You need to be able to connect so that the giving of you is accepted. You're not going to just have someone that you really don't like, right. Put you in a position or a place that's going to further your existence, your career, or your goals. Right. So it is connecting and understanding your value doesn't negate that you need help.
Right. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. We all need help. I don't think there's anybody who hasn't received some form of help.
Absolutely.
In order to get to their next level or their next step. You know, we've all had somebody who's given us, extended that hand.
For sure.
So that's great.
Absolutely.
Yes. So, and then, you know, the opportunity itself, like you said, things were working out well, then this opportunity presented itself. But I want to acknowledge the fact that she had to put it in the work first. Like, she didn't just show up day one and like, hey, put me on the radio.
What's up? I'm Toya T. Y'all don't know me yet, but I'm pretty much absolutely lit in what you need in my life. They would have been like, okay.
Right.
But,
sit down.
Yeah,
you know?
no, you have to put in the work.
Yeah.
And you have to do that not just for the result, you have to do that for your journey.
Right.
What is your journey without the work?
Right.
What is your journey? Because what do you really have to show for it?
That's so great.
Because if you're put in a position that just, oh yeah, go do it. How are you really flourishing?
Right.
Within that space? So putting in that work, I was able to learn. You're able to be a student. I say I'm a forever student.
Yeah.
So you're able to be a student of life, of that entity. And you keep growing and glowing. That's one of my things.
Growing and glowing. I love that.
Growing and glowing.
That.
But no, give yourself that space to learn.
Right. And just to show up, right? Like,
for sure.
She didn't have any expectations of what needed to happen at that time. You just showed up. You were like, hey, you got this.
I knew I needed an outlet.
Right.
It was me understanding that something was missing, that I could not really put my hand on. We are, for the moms, you are responsible for so much. Let me tell you something. Let me just tell y'all right here, you mothers that's out there, when you have to think about what somebody else has to eat every single day, that's a job in itself.
Yes, it is.
Just thinking about what somebody gonna eat. But people don't too much like, oh, you come home, what's for dinner?
Right.
Like, I had to think about that. And then I had to prepare it. And then I have to do it
and
again.
Make sure they eat it. I mean, goodness gracious.
You have to do that like every day.
Yes.
It's no days off. So that's why you're so appreciative. If somebody want to make you a grilled cheese, please. Okay, I'll take it. I did not have to think about it.
That's so good.
when you are wearing your mom hat, your daughter hat, your sister hat, your auntie, we have so many things as women that we are doing.
Yeah.
And in that, I was not present for my children. Like, I was there.
Yeah.
You know, I wasn't absentee, but where I'm at games, we're, this cheerleading, practice, we have so many different entities of what's needed.
Right.
But I was not there.
Right.
I was missing.
There.
Yeah. So I had to figure out for myself an outlet. Figure out something that I wanted to do.
Wow.
And it ended up being something I needed to do.
Wow. That's amazing. So this actually not only was a wonderful opportunity for you, but it also sounds like it was a way for you to get back centered.
It's a healing space.
Something that you
It was a healing space because I am, when I'm on air, when I'm hosting events, when I am at the grocery store, even sometimes I might not look like the whole face beat, but I'm Toya T. I'm not just Chanel's mom. I'm not just Anthony and Anice's mom. You know, I is for me.
Yeah, that's good.
So.
And I think that's a great segue too, just about, the fact that you are also a mom, three kids, but older kids, and like I said,
they old, I'm not.
She's just mature, but they're, 21 and 19, right? Yep. Two twins, 19. And so a lot of times I think when we talk about mompreneurs and women in business, we think about, the kids needing a lot when they're at a younger age. But I would argue that they still need even at the 19 and 21, 21-year-old. They need, believe me.
Yeah, now they need through Cash App and PayPal.
It's a different type of need, right? Okay.
Chase, all of that, those type of things. But no, the need doesn't go away just because, they get older. It's just like the different stages in life, right? So when they're babies, they need to be fed, they need to have emotional support, they need to be changed, they need sleep. So then they get older, you transition to the different spaces that they need. And my kids being, my eldest is 21, she's a senior down in Terre Haute. Honey, this is last year, she ready.
Oh, I'm sure you're ready.
We all ready. And the twins are sophomores in college, so their needs are greater demand emotionally, some at times financially, but the space of them growing into who they are is definitely needed. I kind of joked, it really wasn't, but I was just like, if I could gift for Christmas my kids a year of therapy, that would be amazing.
Wow.
And it's because of how we learn how to deal with things, and how, I'm real big right now on responding versus reacting.
That's good. Responding versus reacting.
And really just having all these things that I have learned and am learning to be poured into them, and for them to even, because I'm still mom,
right?
They need a space for them to unleash in complete transparency and understand how to unpack things for themselves. So it's not like I'm saying like, yeah, they need to whatever. We all need our mental health is as important as the physical.
And it seems like we're in a time now where, the conversations around therapy and just mental wellness as a whole has become more receptive, and there's more awareness being created around it. I agree, honestly. I think that everyone should, at some point in time, some point in your life, you should go to therapy, because it is a place to be mindful about who you are, what you feel, without feeling like
it's
there
a judgment-free zone.
Limitations, right?
You can whatever you couldn't say, because we have so many entities where we can't say
but
be,
we feel like we can't.
Right. And we all have different backgrounds and childhoods and all of these things, and quite honestly, especially for Black people, I saw this meme, I'm always on the internet and everything, but it was like, we didn't talk about mental health.
No,
we didn't. If you was told to go that you was gonna sit on somebody's couch, mom and them like, what's wrong? Like, what is wrong with you? That innately something,
or go get it together.
Like you don't need to talk to nobody and tell a family business and all of that stuff. But in breaking these generational curses, right? So we talk a lot about generational curses, but we also have generational blessings. So for me to concentrate on the blessing of generations that I want to implement into my children so that they can give it to their children, that's paramount. Me learning in that space of loving me in totality, how dare I not share that with them? How dare I just keep it to myself? And that's at any age. So like now they're going, oh, this is what she was talking about. So she was manifesting.
They're seeing what
she was speaking intently for this purpose. Let me try this. Let me focus on gratitude, because we got to acknowledge what's wrong. Let's not glaze over it. But I'm going to walk in the light of what is and what I want right now.
That's good. I love that. And so it sounds like as you've gone through your journey, you have shared that journey, really openly with your kids.
Very openly.
I think is
very much
wonderful, because I always say, your kids are a product of what, of their environment.
They ain't a product. Your kids know you. They with you all the time. Okay? We try to go, well, we're doing this for the kids. Kids understand your intentions as well, because they are looking at what you do. Your actions. Your actions are what make your words true.
That's true.
If they don't line up, kids, they like, I see.
Whatever.
That's how they know when you on the phone.
Fraud.
You like, y'all pick that up, phone ring, hello. They're like, who are you? Where'd she go? What happened? So they get it. It's also, again, teaching them there's different comforts for different areas, those type of things. But if, again, you're not consistent, those lives that you are affecting and molding, they passing it down. It's going to be passed down.
Continually. That's good. That's good. So what's next for Toya T? Well, like, you're on the radio, you're doing your thing, you're raising these fab kids. What's next for you?
I have asked God for the year of 2019 to be a year of congratulations. And that is exactly what he did. I challenge God.
That's good.
Right? Because I trust him, because he's undefeated in my life.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
So in my life, I see that if I do it, Toya gonna mess that up a little bit. She gonna mess it up, and I say mess it up because I cuss. So I'm really being on good behavior right now.
She's
but
PG version. Thank you.
But I'm gonna mess it up. But I've asked for this increase, right? And for it to be clear and for it to be, and he has showed out. That's okay. Awesome. And it is a complete testimony. My life is his testimony of what will manifest into your life. So go ahead and speak on it. Go ahead and challenge God. So I'm challenging God for 2020 as we enter to this new decade, because you met me right where I asked you to be.
Right.
He did.
But, right.
You know, you asked for increase.
Like, I want to,
be specific.
Yes.
And that's what I started to do.
That's good.
And that's what I will continue to do for 2020. I have the opportunity. I just now am getting into voiceovers. So I'm gonna hire your girl this voice.
Congratulations.
So for the Downtown Improvement District, that was a wonderful opportunity. So not only will I be on air, I will be on TV.
Wow.
So that's something that's new per se. I also work full time with the CARES House. So and I work directly with homeless children and women. So that's God is opening me up in that capacity as well.
Given much is required.
Absolutely. So and again, I understand the importance of my voice and the importance of if and when I'm on air, I dare not give you the energy that you don't deserve.
Right.
It could be something that whether you're laughing, whether it is something that inspires you, it also fuels me. So I'm open to more voiceover gigs for sure. Give me them checks. So we'll try to collect those checks. I also host events. I'm looking to do some other events that I have in my mind and putting them into fruition this year. So some more speaking engagements, getting back to honestly speaking. That was like a forum for women, and we had a good time doing it. This year has been a lot, but I want to get back into my honestly speaking that forum. So more speaking engagements, more intentfully more that is directed more. I ain't for the foolishness,
right.
We ain't talking about that.
Intentional.
Because I do understand that, like us meeting, right? When you in your groove of what your light is, you are going to attract the same lightness. So don't get caught up on the social media about, people coming to your life that's going to waste your time. They're not wasting your time.
No.
They're not. The more you grow, you understand to trust yourself with yourself. So that also means that I'm going to trust the relationships that are there. So nobody's going to waste my time because I can tell, no, that's not for me.
Exactly. And you can check that a mile away.
For sure.
I love this, like you said, attracts, likeness, because whatever you're putting out in the universe, like you said, you're going to receive that back. I used to think, how is it that, as soon as you transition into a new phase of life, all of a sudden all your friends are the same in the same place? And I'm like, it's because you're giving off what you're receiving whatever you're giving off. So I think that's
let me
wonderful.
tell you, my friends, sister friends, because I really don't have just friends, and it probably annoys my friends because they're like, you are friends with everybody. No, not. However, I take relationships very personal, and I've been able to watch friendships. Just these women are phenomenal, just growing new houses. The jobs are appreciating them. The people in their lives are showing them appreciation. And we're able to do so for each other before. And she didn't even know that I had this interview, set up today. And just to say, girl, I woke up with you on my mind. And I'm proud of you to see you smile now from what you've been through to now. And it's just like, God will give you what you need. He will give you reminders. Of your why.
Yes, when you need it.
Your why. So it is finding your why and not concentrating on the how.
Yes. Woo! Listen, I know it's not Sunday, but Toya about to take us to church. So, Toya, give them, I know there are some mompreneurs out there, some women who may be looking to get into business, have a passion, but just don't know where to get started. And so I always like to ask my guests to give a word of advice. Like, what's your word of advice to someone like that? Because I think that I like to focus it there because I think those are the people who really need that push.
Sure. I think the push is understanding where you are in your life with yourself, right? So if you have take inventory.
Yeah.
Take inventory of you. Take inventory of making space for it, because you have to make some space intentionally without the mommy guilt. Okay. Without understanding that they aren't going to miss you less, that you're still present. All right. Because we naturally, when things lessen here, they increase here, but make some space for yourself. And when I say look at that inventory, because you got to look at what you really like, right? We often get in jobs to make sure that our bills are covered, that the necessities are there, that we're providing. But what is it that's going to actually feed you, right?
Light you on fire.
That's actually going to when it's all said and done, you don't mind it at all. You look forward to it.
Yes.
So tapping into that gift and finding out, because some people go like, well, I want to make extra money, or I want to do something, but I don't know what it is. What are you good at? What do you like? Those basic questions are going to give you some direction. And from there, you find your niche, you find a void. Social media has exploded so much so that the opportunities that you don't have to wait. Because honey, you could Google stuff. I'm recently a grandmother too, a Gigi. I don't say grandmother, I always say a Gigi. Shout out to Ray. And my daughter will ask me questions. I'm like, I had a kid at 26 years. These are Google,
right?
So I'll send her links. So utilize your resources, right?
Love it, yes.
So there's things that you don't know. Make sure that you are a student. And connect with the people who know. Because once you do find out, again, it's aligning yourself with the right people, and the right people, doesn't have to be somebody who's a CEO. Right. It can be the person, because understand, we try to go for that aspiration, right? Okay, this is good. However, in a functional sense, that person that's sitting right across from you may be needing something else in their life too. And how do you know until you start speaking what they can do? This person could be a genius at the computer and run a board or do graphic designs or whatever.
You never know who, exactly.
It could be right in front of your face.
You never know who the next person is.
It could be right in front of your face.
That's good. Well, tell them, how do they stay in touch with you? If you want to stay in touch with Toya, if you want to reach out to her, I know she does not mind. Reaching out to her, and you obviously see she's full of wisdom and all great things. So why wouldn't you want to stay connected? But tell them how to stay connected with you. You
can find me on Instagram. It's Toya T. So it's _Toya T. I think that's right. We're gonna make sure that y'all have it in the episode notes.
Yes.
Look at technology, okay?
It'll pop up there.
So it's Toya T. I'm also on Facebook. My business page is Toya. I don't mind if you even find the personal one. I'm pretty much an open book, because at this point, honey, see me, love me, here I am.
You're
okay.
You have to be.
Yeah. So the transparency is probably a little more than you may want at times, okay? But I'm on Facebook, Toya Chanel Tharp. I'm on Twitter, of course. It's Toya T, or No Play Toy. All of that. So I'm just excited to meet you. I'm so grateful to have connected and met with you. So you done messed up now, and now she'll be able to get rid of me.
I don't even want to. I love this girl already. So thank you so much. Thank you guys for joining us for another episode. And thank you, Toya, for joining me today. This was so much fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you took away. You could not have taken away. I hope you got a whole book over there that you're like, okay, I need to go back and re-listen to this, because she shared so much powerful information. And I hope that it helps you on your journey. Remember, you can have anything you want, but on your time and your term.
Absolutely.
Until next time, thank you guys.